they advance with the Deadly Dolls out, and Titania and Showbiz advancing. Let's look at obnoxious Brandy Knox and Jody Dvorak, the Belle Council, set to face the fairly new pairing of AJ, Lee and Shotzi Blackheart.
That's true. It ain't the first time they partnered together, but it is the first time they go after some tag team goals, so why the hell not?
The Belle Council, they're witches you can't burn.
Well, it's been some time since we seen the girls of the Belle Council. Last time was a six-woman tag alongside Hana. But tonight it's just obnoxious Brandy Knox and Jody Dvorak going after some gold here against Shotzi and AJ Lee. And, well, they're heavily favored to beat Shotzi and AJ Lee. But you know how it is. There can always be an upset. But I'm questioning the likelihood of that one. You know how lovely these girls are and what respect they have for the rule book.
Even with tournament rules being enforced, Brandy and Jody will try whatever they can to bend those rules until they cry for mercy. Not that AJ Lee and Shotzi are exactly Girl Scouts. Any way you look at it, this one's gonna get personal at some point, and once it does, things will really get unpleasant.
What Mr. Cardo means to say is that at some point, we can expect this wrestling match to devolve into a full-blown catfight. I'll keep my hoping hat on.
And their opponents,
Shotzi and AJ have worked well together, but only a time or two. But I suppose they feel they have enough chemistry together as a tag team to warrant giving this tourney a shot. And the luck of the draw hasn't hurt them badly. They've been dealt a pretty fair hand with two opponents that can, like Shotzi and AJ themselves, both wrestle and brawl when they have to. Still, the vote leads towards Brandy and Jody in this matchup.
I got Jody Dvorak and AJ Lee starting us off here in this one. And here we go. The bell sounds, and here we go. Another poor referee having a rough night tonight. Oh, man. Meanwhile, AJ Lee kicking the tar out of Jody Dvorak. AJ's, oh, man, look at this. Goes behind on Jody. Is taking her wherever she wants to go, but Jody Dvorak responds with elbows to the midsection, a couple of hard shots, and a kick that takes AJ Lee down to the mat. Things got chaotic at first, but seems to be under control now. Jody Dvorak putting some torture on AJ Lee here in the early goings of this matchup. Drives a pair of knees into AJ Lee's back. Rounds her back up. Goes right back to work. This time, going to work on the other arm. Well, if you're going to do a job, do it thoroughly, I suppose. Jody Dvorak not giving AJ Lee any room to breathe here. No wiggle room at all. Oh, man. Oh, look at this. First a Cobra clutch into a little bit of a headlock here, into a crossface now, and here comes Shotzi Blackheart trying to break up the pin, but AJ Lee going to get out of it on her own. Now, Brandy Knox, Shotzi getting into it, but AJ Lee going to work again on Jody Dvorak. Got Jody up, hangs her off the top rope, and down she goes. AJ Lee gains control of this situation, kick to the midsection from Jody Dvorak. Off the rope, Superman punch takes AJ Lee down. Jody Dvorak does a knee again and again and again and again and again. Oh, can't you see what I'm trying to say, darling? Oh, man. Jody Dvorak just going 7 kinds of crazy on AJ Lee right here. Jody picks herself up to the top rope. Down she comes, double stomp. Both sandaled feet to the midsection. Meanwhile, Brandy Knox on the outside going to work on Shotzi Blackheart. Both the Allied Bells doing what they usually do best, taking their slow time torturing their opponents. And only a 2 count on the attempted pin by Jody Dvorak. Jody misses with the kick. AJ Lee misses with the slap. Jody Dvorak with a devastating series of kicks, including a spin kick that takes AJ Lee down. In comes obnoxious Brandy Knox. Brandy Gonna pick right up where Jody left off the... Oh, man, missed that moonsault by a country mile. A.J. Lee out of the way just in time. Hard kick takes Brandy down to the canvas, right in the center of the logo. A.J., look at this, into an octopus stretch on Brandy Knox. Brandy finds her way out, takes A.J. Lee down to the mat. Nose first. They lock up. Brandy whipped out onto the floor, and A.J. Lee gonna head right on out after her. A.J. Lee going to work on Brandy Knox on the outside. Referee counting again. This tournament match is a count of 10, not 20 like a usual RWL match. Brandy counters, hard forearm, puts A.J. Lee up against the barricade. Hard right hand, hard shot to the midsection. Now Brandy. Oh man, just hanging her off that, hangs her off the barricade and a boot to the side of the face. Brandy Knox hurls A.J. Lee back into the ring. And again, like you said, Johnny, the Allied Bells are heavily favored to win this one. Looks like they're not doing too bad for themselves right now. A.J. Lee counters with an elbow to the side of the head. Brandy counters with a kick to the midsection. And into the turnbuckle goes A.J. Lee on the wrong side of town. Little cheap shot there from Jody Warwick. Jumps in and interferes and takes A.J. Lee down to the mat. Steps right out like I didn't do nothing wrong. Brandy off the second rope, drives the knee into the chest of A.J. Lee. Off the ropes, beautiful moonsault, covers, hooks the leg. 1, 2. Only a 2 counts. Brandy stomps A.J. Lee and whips Shotzi Blackheart out onto the floor. A.J. Lee counters with a kick and a boot to the side of the face for Brandy Knox. A.J. Lee covers. 1, 2. No, just a 2. Brandy able to break out of the pin. A.J. Lee stalking Brandy Knox now. Look at this. All the way spun around back into that octopus hold again. Jody Warwick there to spoil the pin. Takes herself outside, going after Shotzi now. Headlock takedown. Jody Warwick on Brandy Knox. She's really cranking in the pressure. Meanwhile, on the inside, Brandy takes down A.J. Lee. Hard series of shots. Jody Warwick back to her corner just in time for the tag. Jody off the ropes. Fails to connect with the moonsault. Kick to the head for A.J. Lee. They lock up. And bound off to the ropes. And Jody, to this, man. Series of knees to the head. Draped off the ropes, and here's Jody calling for it, and boom, a savage kick that takes A.J. Lee out onto the floor, and whoa, man, over the top rope, over to Shotzi Blackheart, takes her down too. Jody Warwick, the Belle Council, the witches that cannot be burned, they are showing off tonight. Look at this, Jody going after Shotzi. Beat to the Bodran, repeated shots to the chest as A.J. Lee takes a moment to consider what to do next. But Shotzi Blackheart's out there on the floor, and now Jody Warwick going after her, completely forgetting about A.J. Lee, the legal woman in the ring. Drives both knees into the mat. A.J. Lee taking a little time to showboat here. Into the steel steps goes Shotzi, and I think A.J. Lee's about time she goes to save her partner, who is getting the tar kicked out of her right now. And here she comes, A.J. Lee, trying to get Jody Warwick back in the ring here. The referee's still counting. Again, it's only a 10 count. Jody gets caught in an arm drag from A.J. Lee. A.J. Lee goes behind. One arm slams Jody Warwick down to the floor. Shotzi Blackheart, not sure what to do with herself here. Hard slap puts Jody up against the barricade. Another hard shot keeps her there. Time's running out. A.J. Lee takes herself back inside the ring. Has herself a good chuckle. Counts up at 8. Jody needs to snap the hell out of it. Referee trying to get her back in the ring. But no good. Counts at 9. And that is it. Shotzi, Blackheart, and AJ Lee win this one by a countout.
Here are your winners, AJ Lee
O'Nelly and Hubba Hubba
Shotzi.
Beep Beep. Not just an upset, but a mammoth upset as AJ and Shotzi snatched this one away from the council with Mrs. CM Punk herself, AJ Lee, battering Jody Borg senseless on the outside to garner a count-out victory for herself and Shotzi Blackheart, who now move forward to the semi-final round and have burned the witches in a most unexpected manner. Brandy and Jody must be mad enough to chew roofing nails.
Oh, Wally, they got to be so mad. Folks, coming up next is going to be my favorites, the Texan Ladies Association going up against Canary Doku, Pretty Poison,